Wrighty won another huge fixture. We head to Derbyshire. How are you feeling ahead of that one?
Yeah, we're positive. Obviously, we've had a really good start to the year, so we've got the 1 win and the 2 draws, but in the 2 drawn games, we feel like we did pretty much everything we could. Obviously, there was some bad weather around, and in the latest game against Glamorgan, the wicket was really flat, so yeah, we're hoping to go and keep that form going against Derby.
I was going to ask about the confidence. It seems sky high at the moment in the camp, obviously boosted by that strong start, but it also felt similar coming into the season on the back of the winter. Is there anything you can pinpoint that down to?
It's really difficult. Obviously, the lads have worked very hard in the winter and stuff, but I think the win in the first game has obviously given guys a bit of belief, and actually, you know, like 1 to 11, everyone's kind of doing their jobs and pretty much doing them really well. So I think it's confidence just through performance, to be honest. Which is, you know, building obviously with these couple of hard fought draws.
Yeah, it's exactly the phrasing I was going to use there for the Glamorgan game. Really was hard fought with both bat and ball, particularly for yourself taking a 5. Was that even more satisfying given that it came off the back of toiling away for 36 overs? Yeah,
obviously personally I was really pleased, but actually as a unit it was nice because we really controlled the board. I think most teams talk about, you know, how they try and do it, but it's quite difficult here because the wickets tend to be on the good side, fast outfields, you get short boundaries, so it can be particularly difficult. So we were really pleased that even though we were perhaps unable to get the wickets as quickly as we wanted, that we did control the board, and we were very close. I mean, Cook and Nessa played really well, I think, for that 9th wicket partnership. So sometimes that happens, you know. It's just a sport. It's a clash of sort of good discipline bowling against good discipline batting, and you know batting ended up winning on this occasion.
Particularly there, you mentioned the controlling the scoreboard, how tight it was at the end of day 2. I think the stat was 26.5 overs for just 41 runs. Really impressive effort from the attack, given, you know, just how difficult it was to bat on day 1 as well.
Yeah, no, totally. Like we were, to be fair, we were inserted, weren't we? To get 400 was brilliant, but then, yeah, like Scriv obviously came in for his first game of the year and gave us great control and actually got on a bit of a roll, didn't he, and got those 3 wickets, 2 of them in quick succession. Barnsley bowled a great spell up the hill. Obviously got Marnus Labuschagne out, which was a real boost, and that was despite obviously actually injuring himself the very first delivery he bowled. So obviously wish him all the best, but potentially he bowled like 9 overs with a broken foot or something, which is incredible. And then yeah, basically everyone chipped in, and I think that's what was so pleasing about last week.
Yeah, it must be, you know, incredibly pleasing to have contributions from all around the attack, but the options we have as well. Obviously Josh Hull missed out this game, but has an incredible start to his season for us. Rahan Ahmed, Callum Parkinson when he comes back in, the real strong options for the whole balance of the attack. Yeah,
totally. I think for a few years now we've had nice balance, but we've not quite put it into sort of the perfect game, you know, and I think that's what the experience for over the last few years is. We're getting there because you know, we've got an all-rounder in V and all-rounder in Scriv. We've got Rahan with his leggies, and we've got Callum with his left arm. We've obviously got Akers who bats and bowls off spin. Then we've got the group of seamers. So we actually do have that. We have the nice formula. It's just now up to lads to, you know what I mean, put that sort of theory into performances.
And you are the leader of the attack, of course. 13 wickets, 23 so far this campaign for you. How good a place are you feeling in sort of rhythm-wise right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit older, so hopefully you'd expect to be in rhythm a lot of the time, you know what I mean? Because you've got all that muscle memory and stuff that you can sort of fall back on. But no, it's fortunate it's come out nicely so far at the start of the year, and obviously pleasing to get wickets individually. But actually, it's really rewarding that wickets aren't in losing performances. Do you know what I mean? It's that we're actually as a team we're doing really well. So it's been a really pleasing start.
And a lot of that has come off the back of the batting being strengthened substantially. You know, we've made sort of 400, 300 big scores in every game so far. So how important have those big first innings totals been on sort of easing the burden on the attack?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, cricket is one of those weird games where batting affects the bowling and bowling affects the batting, and you do really need to put it all together to get the best outcomes for both. But certainly at home you need to be getting your runs because the wickets do tend to be flat, and you know you're not going to have success here without putting scores on the board. And to be fair to the guys, I mean, we've obviously got a good young opening partnership, but they put a lot of pressure on the opposition bowlers, and then from 3 down to 7, you know, you've got 4 internationals and obviously club captain Hilly, who's obviously in the form of his life at the minute. So that's, you know what I mean, that's really pleasing, and yeah, that's a high class batting lineup, so fingers crossed they can keep churning them out.
You can add yourself to that list as well, with I think an average north of 67 so far this season. Is that something you worked hard on over the winter?
To be fair, I always work hard on batting. I enjoy that aspect of the game. I don't expect it to be the main thing at all. So yeah, I take that as a bonus. As long as I'm getting my wickets, I'm happy, mate.
And just looking ahead to Derbyshire, we faced them only 3 or so weeks ago in a rain-affected game here. You've sort of mentioned already we were on the front foot in that one. So how do you assess their threats and what we need to do to get a positive result?
Yeah, they're a good side. They're well run. They've got good batting depth, and they've got experienced batting side, and obviously they've got a group of good seamers. So, you know, there's no surprises with the challenges there. They put you under pressure as a bowling unit because they're high quality, and they've got a good group of seamers. So there's no sort of secret there. We were obviously pleased with the haul of bonus points we got against them earlier in the season. So hopefully we can just repeat that. Obviously expect a bit of a fight from them, because obviously they've just come off a pretty heavy defeat against Durham, and good sides often have a bit of a push back after a defeat. So it should be a good week.